What's going on YouTube? Today I have Oxtail and we're going to also talk about Tylenol. Doesn't sound that interesting, but trust me, it has to do with me, so it's something where you learn a little bit more about me. So let's get into it. I got this Oxtail from Sunrise. I know a lot of people don't like Sunrise. It was so hot in there, I walked in, humid, I'm still sweating from it. But it was the only one that was close that had Oxtail and I was too lazy to find somewhere else. So I was like, let me do it. The lady only charged me $8 for it. I don't know. I think she's new because it said on the board that Oxtail's $15. So let's see. There we go. So I am not the biggest fan of Oxtail. I'll tell you that right now. I had Oxtail when I was younger and I did not like it. Something about it, just didn't like it. So I was like, let me lay off it for a while. And I was like, you know what, let me try it again. I was looking on Uber Eats and I was like, okay, let me just get it. Before we get started, guys, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you want to try anything you want to talk about. Hit that subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Big milestone for us here. Anything helps. Let's get into it. So, okay. So there you go. First bite there of Oxtail. No, it's not too bad. Wish I had a knife so I can like break this apart. There we go. Mix it with the coleslaw there. It actually tastes pretty nice. I don't know what high quality Oxtail tastes like because I doubt this is it, but this actually isn't too bad. It goes nice with the coleslaw too. It gives it a nice little texture. I like that. Now this is good. This is good. I was worried that I wouldn't like it and I wouldn't like want to eat it, but this is actually pretty good. So as usual, how was your guys' day today? My day sucked. So I woke up today not feeling well at all. I don't know what was going on. I woke up and first started off as a headache and eventually turned to my stomach hurting and then me barely being able to keep my eyes open. So I took Tylenol and it wasn't working, and then I took Tylenol again and I took Pepto-Bismol because my stomach's hurting, hitting me with the dynamic duo of pain. And that's one thing about me, I am so dependent on Tylenol. It's not a good thing. And you know what I learned? It's a very common thing for people to be addicted to Tylenol and over-the-counter substances and drugs like that. But it's super damaging to your liver, which is interesting to me, right? Because I was never really like that when I was younger. So fun fact, I actually used to have the biggest fear of swallowing pills when I was younger, which is why I never took Tylenol. Even liquid Tylenol, I hated taking it because it made me feel sick. Oh, I think that's just a common thing for kids, to be quite honest with you. And then I started practicing taking pills by swallowing Tic Tacs, because in my mind I was like, if I die from swallowing a pill, at least it'll taste good because they're Tic Tacs, the orange ones. And ever since then, anytime I felt some sort of pain, boom, Tylenol. Tylenol, 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 Tylenol. And it's really just not good for your liver. Or your wallet, because I don't know if you guys see, Tylenol's expensive. It's like 20 bucks now for it. It's absolutely insane. So I took Tylenol, and I took Tylenol again right before my lunch. And here was my mistake. I was like, let me lay down for a bit, right? I always lay down for a bit during my lunch. I only have 30 minutes, right? It's nothing crazy, but I was like, let me lay down for a bit. I set my alarm, I lay down, and I wake up. I wake up right on time. My break was done at 1:02, and I woke up at 1. So I was like, okay, this is good. I'm making great time. But I was like, oh, I'm still feeling so sick. Let me like lay down for the next 2 minutes, and I'll get back up. I do not fall asleep quickly. I'll tell you that right now. I don't fall asleep too quickly unless it's in a super inconvenient time. I don't know how to explain that, but if I want to fall asleep, like if I was tired right now and I want to go to sleep, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep for like 2 hours, 3 hours. It's so difficult at nighttime, but if I were to lay down and I need to do something, fall asleep in like 2 minutes, game over, you're not hearing from me. And that's what happened. I laid down for 2 minutes and I woke up at like 1:40 and I was so late. I was so late going back to work. Good thing I'm work from home, so I just walked 2 steps, but still, the people who see my analytics at work are gonna have an aneurysm being like, why did you take an extra 30 minutes for lunch? Insane. And this is why we don't like corporate Canada, America, whatever. Because isn't it outrageous? You know what, this is gonna turn into me talking about corporations, but isn't it crazy as adults, we're restricted for most of our day to a 30-minute lunch, an hour lunch. Some people are luckier than others, they get an hour, 2 hours, whatever. But it's just a fact that we're restricted to such a schedule where it's become so normalized, where we have to take lunch when they tell us to take lunch, when we have to take break when they tell us to take break. Absolutely insane. And I can't wait until the point where I'm out of that. Like, I'm out of that and the people around me are out of it, because I feel like that's not a way to live life. I actually seen a tweet, and the tweet said, do you guys remember COVID? It's something along these lines. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but it was talking about how during COVID, everyone was just home, they had money, and they're spending their time learning skills and things that they enjoyed. And that's what life is supposed to be like. I was thinking back to it, I'm like, wow, COVID wasn't amazing for me, but it was a time where we were learning new skills. We were learning how to cook. We were learning how to code. Like, everyone was like starting businesses. Everyone was doing different things. YouTube, it was such a big thing. I wish I started the channel during that time, because the way it would have taken off. Can't live in the past, but still. With that being said, even though I took so much Tylenol today, still didn't help. I still have a massive headache and I still don't feel well. As you're watching this video, you're probably just like, why don't you eat something better? No. That's one thing I don't do, which I definitely should do, is when I'm feeling sick and unwell, I should eat better, but I don't. The one thing I do is I make tea for myself. But specific kind of tea. My recipe is hot water, honey, peppermint tea, and oranges. It tastes pretty good, and it's got a lot of vitamins and stuff in it. It's pretty good. I feel like it helps me. It might be a placebo, but... And of course, copious amounts of Tylenol. It's not a good thing. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Don't follow in my footsteps. It's easy to get it, but you really shouldn't be getting it. You really should only be resorting to Tylenol if you absolutely have to use it. Because there's people who destroy their bodies over it, right? Even me right now, I'm trying to use it the least amount as possible, because I'm not in my early 20s anymore where I can just be having it all willy-nilly, right? I'm getting up there in age, so it's like I start calming down, because your body stops regenerating cells from what I hear at 28, and I am past 28, so no, come here. It's pretty good. This is the last bite of Oxtail. There's like nothing left. It's gonna fall. This isn't too bad. I have no frame of reference aside from when I was younger, and I didn't like when I was younger. My taste buds didn't evolve, so it was pretty good. I should eat a bit more here. I also never used to like coleslaw. And then one day when I was working at Rogers, I went and got curry chicken, and I was like, let me just get coleslaw with it. And I had it. I'm like, this is actually incredible. And now when I think back, now that I'm older, I was a very picky eater. I'm still a picky eater, but like when I was a kid, whew, I liked nothing. That's where I got all I liked was chocolate Cheerios and beef patties. That was it. But now we're not too bad. We added Jollibee to that. My palate. Let's take one more bite here. Get the coleslaw in. Oh yeah. I'm like gripping this spoon for some reason. I'm just like here. Not even using it anymore. I'm just. Alright guys, and that was Sunrise Oxtail. Wasn't too bad. I'd probably get like curry goat over it or something, but it still wasn't too bad, so I'll give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I'll probably give it a higher score depending on where I go, because I feel like Sunrise is like bottom of the barrel Caribbean food. Like you could just tell sometimes that the food isn't just like up to quality from other places. Like for example, Baker's probably has some crazy oxtail, so I might just go there next and get it next time I get oxtail. But for now, Sunrise wasn't too bad. Remember guys, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below if anything you want to try, anything you want to talk about. I'm down to do that. As always, check out the suggested videos to the side. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button. Everything helps. And yeah, that was Sunrise, 6.5 out of 10. And also my story and my relationship with Tylenol. And I guess a little side tangent about corporate Canada and working jobs where they restrict your time and how no one should be restricted to time, you know? Sunrise, 6.5 out of 10. Tylenol, corporate Canada, jobs, first year review. Peace.